Welcome everyone to Ohlala. We're here to make cooking simple with clear, step-by-step instructions and precise measurements, so you can create delicious dishes every time. Let's get cooking. In the previous video, we learned how to steam couscous. Today I'll be showing you how to make one of the most popular sauces to serve it with. Simmered with tender meat and fresh vegetables, this gently spiced broth-based sauce is light but super flavorful. It's a comforting, versatile classic, easily adapted with different meats or veggies, perfect for pairing with fluffy couscous. Here's everything we'll need. 2 tablespoons of oil, chicken or any meat of your choice. Try to add a piece for every person you'll be serving. 1/2 of a large onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 heaping spoon of tomato paste or about 2 tablespoons measured, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground turmeric, a 1/2 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1/2 tablespoon of hanout. This is a North African spice mix that you should be able to find at any large grocery chain. 1/2 tablespoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 of a chicken bouillon cube, 1.4 liters or 7 cups of hot water, a large pot, a food processor. And for the vegetables, I'll be using 1 large carrot, 1 zucchini, 1 potato, 1 white daikon radish, 1 hot pepper, and some cilantro stems. You really can't go wrong with any vegetables for this sauce. Green beans, peas, and fennel are some that I've added in the past and it always turns out delicious. So use whatever you have if you don't have the ones I listed. Let's get started. First, we'll prep our veggies. Roughly chop 1/2 a large onion and 3 cloves of garlic and add it to your food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can grate or finely dice the onion and garlic instead. Blend the onion and garlic in the food processor until it becomes smooth. Next, cut the zucchini in half crosswise and then cut each half lengthwise so you have 4 pieces that lay flat. We're going to cut the daikon radish and the carrot the same way. Depending on the size and shape of the potato, you may need to cut it differently. Just aim to match the size of the carrot pieces for even cooking. I'm cutting this one into wedges. We'll set these veggies aside for now and get started on the meat. Place your large pot on the stove with a medium-high heat. Add the oil to the pan and wait for it to get hot. You'll know the oil is ready when it's shimmering and moves quickly across the pan if tilted. Carefully add the chicken skin side down. We're going to sear the meat in the oil to get it crispy and beautifully browned. Add the lid to your pot if the oil is jumping out, and cook the chicken a few minutes on each side or until you see that the skin is crisp and golden brown. Okay, the chicken looks perfect. Now grab the processed onion and garlic and add it into the pan and cook this for 1 to 2 minutes. Now let's add in all of our beautifully fragrant spices along with 1/2 of the chicken bouillon cube. Make sure to mix everything together so the spices are dispersed evenly. Next, we'll add the tomato paste. Again, make sure to mix this well and cook for another minute. Alright, everything is cooked down and smells wonderful. Let's add our 7 cups of hot water now. After you've added the water, give everything a good mix. Now grab your veggies that we cut and add those in. I'm also adding a hot pepper and a few cilantro stems for some extra freshness. These two are totally optional, so it's okay if you don't have them. The pepper is kept whole because it's traditionally served alongside this dish. You can cook it in the sauce, fry it, or even roast it in the oven. Now bring this mixture to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, make sure to cover the pot with a lid and reduce the heat to low. We're going to simmer this for about 20 to 25 minutes until the vegetables are done, and then take those out. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes. Let's check to see if our vegetables are ready to come out. Use a toothpick or a fork and poke one piece of each of the vegetables. If the toothpick slides through easily, they're ready. Sometimes you'll find that the zucchini or potato is done faster than the rest of the vegetables. If you notice they are done and the others need a few more minutes, go ahead and take those out first and check back in on the others later. Alright, let's take these out. Discard the cilantro stems and leave the rest of the vegetables on a plate. We'll come back to these later. Cover the pot and let the sauce and meat simmer for another 20 to 25 minutes or until the meat is cooked to your liking. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes. I turned the heat off and took the meat out to check it, and it's exactly how I want it. Tender and almost falling off the bone. The cooking time will vary depending on the type, cut, and size of meat, so just be sure to check it from time to time. This next step is optional, but I'm going to throw these under the broiler to crisp up the skin. Not only is it delicious this way, but it really takes the presentation to the next level. Now your delicious sauce is done. This is a consistency that you're looking for, not too thin, but also not too thick. If you think the sauce is too thin, you can cook it for another 5 minutes. Grab your couscous, it's time to plate. Couscous is served in a large, wide bowl and is eaten family style from the same dish. Because this recipe only serves 2 to 3 people, I have a slightly smaller version of this bowl filled with couscous. Pour the sauce over the top, covering the entire surface. Then place the meat and vegetables on top of the couscous however you like. Serve it while it's still hot alongside some pepper and salad, and make sure to have an extra bowl of that delicious sauce to add as you eat. Ooh la la, it looks amazing. I can't wait to dig in. I hope you enjoy this warm, comforting meal. Please let me know in the comments below if you liked this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you next time.